All right, you guys. So here we go. Are you ready? All right, guys. Welcome back to Unmuted with GabbyMilian, where your voice is heard, you guys. Beyond the clips, it's all about real talks with real creators. Today, I'm really excited because my first official guest is not just a fellow creator, but also a very good friend of mine, someone I've seen grow both on and off the screen. You might know him as the funny, charismatic Derek who lights up Twitch and connects deeply with his community. But there's a whole other side to him, the kid who started YouTube before most of us even knew what uploading was, and the athlete who shined on the baseball field, and the passionate creator who's building something bigger than just content. He's building a community. In today's conversation, we're going behind the go live button to get to know Derek on a whole nother level. We'll talk about his journey in streaming, his love for collaboration, what's next for him in TwitchCon right around the corner, and where he sees his internet presence in the years ahead. So let's welcome our very own, my friend, and first guest on Unmuted, the life of
What's
Derek.
up? What's up? What's up? Thank you for having me on your podcast. First guest, so I'm
Let's
honored to be your first guest
go.
on here. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna have a fun time.
Let's go. Yes, let's get it right into it. How are you doing? You want to just say hello to everyone who is watching at the moment?
Well, hello to everybody on Gabby's end and on my end. Everybody's been here. Wow, you actually had a lot of research, like a lot. Like wow, like
Oh yeah.
I'm getting Nardwar vibes here.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm deep diving today. We're deep diving into Derek today.
Okay, okay.
All right. So before we dive into the present, I want to take it back a little bit and give people some context. Derek, let's start with your background and how this whole journey began for you. So you've been making YouTube since you were a kid, right? What drew you to start creating at such a young age?
I think it was just watching other people make videos and how much fun they had making videos. So, like, I remember downloading mobile apps to record videos. I used to make Minecraft PE videos. Now, this was like back in the day. I'm talking like 2009. Those are like my very first videos I've ever published. I did upload one like a year beforehand, but it was me playing some Sonic game. Like, it wasn't nothing crazy, but like I really decided to start making thumbnails and intros and stuff like 2009. And that's when I decided like I gotta like start making videos.
Yeah. And you were just exploring, huh? But you was learning at the same time. You was just trying to get
It,
into
it
the
was a
field of
mix
stuff.
of both because now I understand it more. But back then, you don't understand like creating content and making videos is so much different than watching them. Like it's a
Mhm.
whole different experience. When you're watching a YouTube video, you're just enjoying the video. When you're making it, you have to be entertaining so that somebody else can watch the videos for you. And I guess back then I was having fun, but like
Yeah,
I really didn't understand that. It was just more of a fun thing, little hobby on the side.
right. So growing up, did you always imagine yourself doing something in content creation or did the passion like evolve over time?
Uh, I mean, when I first started it, I was like, it could be a thing. And then slowly, as I grew up and it became more mainstream and bigger, and like I had more resources to be able to create, you were able to edit videos. I literally tried everything I could to edit videos. There was a point where, wow, back in middle school, I was doing Call of Duty videos
Mm-hmm.
and the PlayStation 4 has this thing called Share Factory. Basically, imagine it as like your DaVinci Resolve, your
Mm.
your Premiere, whatever your editing software is, but it's on the PlayStation 4. So I used to edit videos on the PlayStation 4. Now, I figured out people had better editing than me and they were on computers. So I dug deep. It was this old laptop from like 2005. I used to edit videos on there. It used to take me like a day for videos to render on them, like a full day. So I used to
Mm-hmm.
make a Call of Duty 10-minute commentary for any video. I used
Mm-hmm.
to edit it, and then when it rendered, I started rendering the video. and I came back the next day for it to be done. Then I'll upload it.
That's fire.
Yeah,
That's
it
fire.
was crazy.
It's a process, and you were still learning too. So it is what it is. It's our struggle. It's our testimony, right?
Yep.
So not everyone knows this, but you did play baseball and you were good at it. I'm assuming. What did sports teach you that you still carry into into your streaming career?
I think the biggest factor that sports added to me being able to stream, I think is being mad competitive. Um,
Mm,
because I have a lot of friends who stream and we're all around the same like area in numbers wise and just content wise. So it's kind of fun. We're like they're all motivated and driven to create something, and obviously that competitive is like, oh, I want to up one up them. They want to one up me. I want to up one
mhm,
up them. And eventually we just start creating better stuff day by day. We start finding new techniques. And it isn't like a dirty competitive thing because like
mhm,
if for example somebody who I know learned something, they'll let me know. And I learned something too. So it's just we get better over time and we just start competing with each other. And I think that that has been able to push me also not
mhm,
giving up because like before back in the day, yo, I used to get like 200 views on a clip and it used to be mad demoralizing. And then I
mhm,
realized it's not even about that. Just post the clips, it'll be all right. And then with that, I slowly realized that clips that I posted like 2 weeks ago, it started off 300 views for a good days. I literally went back to that clip today. This shit has
mhm.
12K views on it.
Nice.
So I
Yeah.
mean, I will say though, like sports is tough, but I feel like this is tougher.
Yeah, it is tougher. And I feel the same way because I do come from a softball background as well. So I feel like that competitive side also shows up when we just we turn on the live button, we put out our content, we have other people around us who stream. It's not like we're like hating on the next person or like we're like trying to like one up them. It's just we're trying to better ourselves along with the people around us, and we're just trying to bring our numbers up as we go because we all want to grow. So that was the next question I was gonna ask you was does the competitive side show up when you're live? And you answered that. But yeah, me too. Same. I feel the same way. Same exact way. One thing I admire about you is your passion for growing your platforms and pushing yourself creatively. So let's talk about what fuels that drive and how you approach the growth as a creator. What is it? Is it your community, your creativity? What drives you behind your stuff?
I think it probably is the community the most
Mhm,
because not just my community, but other communities around me. Like I'm talking yours, Earth's, Daps, Zeus, like everybody's
mhm,
community. And like this is why I'm gonna talk about. I don't know if you have it planned, but I'm gonna talk about one of the guys who like helped me and like it really inspired me. Like because
yeah,
I don't watch much of the big streamers now anymore. I watch more smaller streamers, but like that
mhm,
has really helped me come a long way.
mhm. Dry
I mean,
apples. Shout out to dry
yeah.
apples.
So I kind of like when first started building my community, making my Discord, I kind of took like his format a little bit, and watching his streams made me like break out of my shell a little bit more and be like, it really doesn't matter. People are gonna vibe with you and just fuck with you no matter what.
Mhm,
And then slowly after building community and like like I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm low key kind of a weirdo, not in a bad way, but in a good way. And it kind of makes sense. It kind of like helps it that a lot of people in my chat, we're not really normal. I'm gonna keep it a beam. We weren't. If you see our chats, you'll be like, damn, whoa,
I'm
like
very
this not a
familiar with
normal
your
chat.
chat.
Yeah, nah, they're kind of a little bit freaked out. But understanding them and them understanding me, we're able to build off of each other in a way that is beneficial for all of us and we all grow together and have fun.
Right. Do you see yourself more as an entertainer, a community builder? Like what do you see yourself as when you stream?
Um, I'm definitely an entertainer somewhat, but I would say a mix of both. I would say a mix of both because a lot of the stuff that I do is so that people have fun. I always say, like, whenever somebody joins my stream, like, if you're having a bad night, hopefully I cheer
Mhm.
you up. And I always try to think of new creative ideas to do on stream. Sometimes it's stuff that people have seen before. I just try to run a little spin on it. Sometimes it's new stuff. Sometimes it's just returning stuff. Like, I have segments planned that sometimes I just repeat over and over. We try new games, shit like that. But it really depends on the vibes, because sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, there's been streams where the vibes have been low. Like, it's
Yeah.
like a dampened stream, and it's just finding that drive to push through it. Because I don't know about you. I mean, probably, but there's been times where I haven't wanted to stream. I've been streaming for 83 days now. This is the 83rd days. I've been
Yeah.
streaming every single day. In the last week or two, I've taken a day off. Like, I've been streaming every other day, but for the most part, I've been streaming every single day.
Mhm.
And there's just days where I don't want to hit the go live button. And it's not a thing of I don't have nothing prepared, because I always try to have something prepared on stream, whether it's a segment, Google Form, something like that. It's just like a matter of, I wouldn't say burnout, but sometimes you do so much stuff during the day, especially me. I stream at 9:30, so I go through a full day basically before I even get to streaming.
Yeah.
And it could be like, sometimes I go through a full day. Oh my god, I want to stream. I just got to get away from everything that's been happening.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go through a full day and it's like I have no energy, and I want to make sure I have a fun time with everybody, because everybody likes to have a blast.
Mhm.
Now I can't have a fun time if I look like I'm depressed, like a torn kitty, and I start stream and I'm just like mad tired, this and that. I've had streams where I've been mad tired, but it's just about pushing through, and just everybody in the chat helps with that, because
Yeah.
bouncing off of them, bouncing off of them just, it makes it 10 times easier.
Right. Um, and same too, because there's times where I also like I'm like life is hitting me and I'm just like, well, I can't stream today because I don't want to fake the funk. And I know sometimes it's hard because this is our job. Like we're dedicating ourselves into streaming and it's like we need to work, we got to like get up and work. But it's important to take the time away for yourself and say, well, today's not my day and I'm not going to go on stream and act like I'm happy or fake it like I'm good and then I'm really not okay. And then there's times where you're just like, I need this escape, so let me get on stream and let me take my mind away from whatever I'm going through. I think it happens to a lot of us streamers. Um because Twitch is an escape for everybody. It's for the viewer, for the streamer, and yeah, I completely agree with you on that. But how do you balance the fun of creating with the pressure of wanting to grow?
I think the balance comes naturally, because as
Mhm.
you create, you grow. I feel like if you put it on a chart, the more you create new and fun ideas, the more people will see those fun ideas and fall in love with the idea of it. And
Mhm.
it will kind of help you grow, not only as a platform, but as a person. I mean, if you just see the stuff I used to do beforehand, like on stream, and the stuff that we do, because my creative process is very, I wouldn't say it's unique, but sometimes I ask my chat for ideas. I feel like the reason why I do that though is because I want to see how other people are feeling about certain things. Why would I do a segment that I feel like nobody's gonna watch, like nobody's gonna have fun? I rather
Mhm.
see, okay, what are you guys feeling? What are you guys not feeling? If you guys are feeling this, let's do this, but let me see how else I can add to it. That way we can get, not just like, for example, say half the people in the chat want this, somebody wants something else. How can we add a spin so not only half the people that want it get it, but that other group that doesn't want to watch that would enjoy it in a way that they would want to watch it. You feel me?
Now,
And just
question really quick. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but how did you deal? Because I'm sure your chat is a lot active now, right? But how did you deal with that when you had low viewers? Some people just like to like in the beginning of your streaming career, a lot of people just come in to like watch you. They're not really chatting as of that time. So how did you navigate that where you were allowing like your stream to dictate your stream when there was like maybe one or two viewers in there?
So back then, right, when I didn't have a chat, like, or a
Mhm.
really active chat, like now, my stream idea was, can I do this stream with nobody in my chat?
Mm.
And if I could, I would do the stream. If people don't chat during the stream and people are watching, for example, lurkers, I never knock lurkers because sometimes someone is just so entertained to the point where they don't want to chat, they just want to watch. I've had times where
Right.
I just want to watch a stream, I don't chat.
Mhm.
So I feel like, to me, and that's why I like a lot of people who lurk. Like I don't knock lurkers at all
Mhm.
because I can't hate you for watching the stream. Like if you don't want to chat, you don't want to chat because I understand how it feels. Sometimes you just want to come home, relax, watch the stream, just dip
Right.
out, don't even say nothing, right? Sometimes you want to be active in the chat, you want to talk to the streamers. It just depends on how you feeling. So I feel like I try to do my streams in a way where I can do it without anybody. For example, if I'm playing a game, does the game require people in the chat? If it doesn't, I can do it with only one person in the chat. I can do it with nobody in the chat. It does the segment
Mhm.
require 10 people? Does it require 0 people? If it requires 5 people, I know I'm gonna have to need some chatters in the chat to even do the segment. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna put it on the side. And then when we get to that point where we have 5 active people, we'll come back to that idea and we'll execute on that.
Right. Makes sense. Makes sense. So, what has your biggest challenge been in building your on your online presence so far? What has been your biggest challenge?
Um, I think just learning that th- you could be yourself and people will like you for it. Like you don't have to put
Mhm.
on a fake persona. You don't have to act like someone who you're not. You could
Mhm.
just be who you are and people are just gonna like fuck with it. And to
Mhm.
me that's so surreal because I guess I wouldn't say before I was acting like someone who I wasn't, but I wasn't fully myself. Whereas now I feel like I embrace just a lot of weird shit that I wouldn't do before that
Mhm.
I do now, and people just are down with the idea. People just find it funny. People think that it's entertaining. So
Right.
sometimes I think it's good to experiment with some new ideas, and I feel like it's been working out.
Yeah, it has. It really has worked for you and your community. I've been seeing. Where's a moment where you realize like I'm really onto something? Like I'm really onto something here.
A moment where I realized where I was really onto something. I feel like there's been multiple moments. Like I guess the one that really sticks out the most was the raid. One day I got raided and I had like 80 people in my chat. That was like
That was
a
very
crazy
special.
moment
Yeah.
because I mean, at that point, I was already growing to the point where I was averaging 10 people in my chat. So it was
Mhm.
like, okay, we're getting somewhere. My TikToks are doing better. I'm learning how to edit better. I'm learning new techniques. I'm driving people in. And then I got hit with a 70 people raid. And then that was like, whoa.
Mm.
And then I was like, okay, let's see how long I can hold this 70 people in here. I streamed that stream for like another 2 hours or so. And by the end, I was still averaging around 30, 40 people. And I
Mhm.
was like, that's not a bad like percentage wise. I was able to keep 20 of those people entertained while I
Yep.
streamed. That's not bad considering that with the raids, if I was to go raid somebody else with my chat, by 10 minutes in, half everyone in my chat would probably end up being gone. A
Right.
lot of it's very known that raids don't stick on people unless they're like incredibly big raids. But like for me to keep that amount of people hooked in for that long, like that's when I realized like there's a possibility that I could do something big here.
Right. So, of course, streaming is at the center of what you do. I want to get more into the content and a little more of like what it looks like for you behind the scenes. Walk us through what a typical day looks like for you as a Twitch streamer.
Um, so okay, it depends on the day, but there are days, they're usually like around the end of the week, and those are the days that I take to think of ideas. To think of ideas, I use ChatGPT and I check what other people have done. So, for example, I don't know if you know who Sauce Kill is, but I would go
Mm-hmm.
see, so he's like another YouTuber kind of in the realm of like Plague Max, like what he used to do back in the day. So I would see what type of segments is he doing, and then I would try to see how it can take that idea and spin it into a different idea. So it's a brand new idea.
Mm-hmm.
And I would see, okay, how many times can I do this a week? What can I do for the week? What can I do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? What segments can I do that, for example, if one segment on Wednesday falls apart, okay, this is all reliable. Boom, I slide it in on Wednesday, last minute
Yeah.
plan, and it will go successful. Like that was the whole plan of the stream.
Yeah.
Um, really, I just go like normal life. Like I live a normal regular life up until like 8 o'clock. When that's when really I think about streaming. Like, okay, I'm about to go live in an hour. Let me make sure I have everything ready. If I'm doing an event, I'm pre-planning stuff out weeks beforehand. For
Mm-hmm.
example, Family Feud event, I had to do those slides and add animation and all that extra
Yeah.
stuff.
It's
Um,
projects.
yeah, but like when it comes to preparing, all the stuff, like, I usually just do everything on the spot. I don't really think about, like, clip farms. I don't think about none of that. Whatever happens on stream happens, and whatever I think is funny or somebody else thinks funny, I'll clip that, post it. And
Mm-hmm.
it's not nothing too crazy deep. It's just more thinking about ideas, coming to the stream, doing it, hoping it comes out well, and then just repeating that over and over again.
Have you ever had a stream that went like completely off the rails where you're just like, I don't know where this is going? And like, how did you handle it?
Um, I feel like I have one of those at least twice every week. It just depends on the vibe. Like sometimes I would get a call from a random person and now I'm locked into a random segment for 2 hours and it would just be like,
Mm,
What just happened?" Or sometimes we'll end up watching a video and we're falling into a loop or now we're watching this guy's entire YouTube catalog and it's just like, whoa. Or we start researching
mm,
random shit. Um Honestly, I just go with the flow in those scenarios because everything feels so right,
mm-hmm.
and it kind of has everybody else flowing. If I'm flowing, everybody else is flowing. If
Yeah,
I'm engaged, everybody else is engaged. It's like if I'm boring and I'm bored for the day, people watching me are gonna be bored.
right. Um, are there certain games or formats that surprise you with how well your community responds?
Games and formats. Higher lower segments, Minecraft, and I'm trying to think of anything else. Google Forms do surprisingly well.
Hmm.
The higher lower, I'm surprised by just because it's something I haven't done in the last week. I'm gonna keep it a buck, but
Mm-hmm.
basically the higher lower game is a game where it takes two different categories, like two Google searches, and I tell the chat decide which one it is, higher or lower. If you get 15 right, I'll buy them all free lunch. They've never gotten past
Mm,
11. Um, the second segment, Minecraft, we do Minecraft every Mondays. We like to call it Minecraft Mondays. We started a realm, and every time we're on it, everybody's playing. And then Google Forms. Every time I put a Google form, it's always filled with just submissions. No matter what it is, it's filled with submissions. And I think that's just like a thing that my Discord just likes to do random segments. Like the other day I did
mhm.
rate my viewer shoes. I think I rated like 10 people's shoes. And hold on, sorry. Lola, appreciate you for the raid. W raid. My
Oh,
fault.
W
I'm sorry.
raid.
Thank you, Lola, for
W
the raid.
W's. W raid.
But but yeah, I kind of Discord segments really surprised me because I'll be like, send in something for this, and everybody will just send it in.
Mm. So that's how you build on your community. You have them just join the Discord, interact, and relate to them more on a personal level. Because I feel like that's learning your community on a personal level at that point.
Yeah, I get to learn everybody like on a very personal level. Like even in the Discord, day by day, I go and ask everybody like, "How's your day?" This and that. I'd be
Mm.
like, "Yo, send me clips that you guys find funny." Sometimes they're not funny at all, but shit. I mean, if they find it funny, just send that shit in.
Yeah.
Um, I asked them like about where everybody's from, where everybody's watching from, everybody's age range. Like, I get nice and personal with them. I let them know about me. I know about them. So it's not like everybody's a total mystery. Maybe one of these days I'll turn into Cardi though and disappear on these guys. But I mean, shit.
um I don't know. What would your advice be if, like, let's just say there's a newer streamer trying to build their Discord, and there's people in their Discord, but they're not really interacting as much. What are some things that you can like suggest that someone does to make their Discord a lot more interactive?
Don't don't force your Discord down people's throats
Mm,
because it's like promo on TikTok. Whenever you see it, whenever you're scrolling on TikTok, every 5 TikToks there's a TikTok shop ad, and 99.99% of the times you're skipping that shit. If
mm,
you're somebody feels like they're being sold on something, they won't. They won't. They'll make sure they do everything to not be sold on it.
that's very true. I've seen it happen.
So
I've seen it for myself.
so I always let people know like I'd never say nothing about the Discord on the stream. I low key leave it pinned, and whoever joins joins.
Mm,
Maybe at the end of the stream, I'm like, hey guys, if you guys want to keep up or if you guys want to join segments, join the Discord. I only say it once though, but I never in the beginning of the stream, never in the middle of the stream. It's just a pin comment, and whoever wants to click it, clicks it. And slowly over time, just being entertaining, interacting with people. People have joined the Discord, they started chatting in there. And then just making the Discord look appealing. Sometimes if your Discord is not looking appealing, two things. If it's looking very complicated or very non-appealing. If it's looking too complicated, someone is not gonna want to use it, especially a lot of people who are on Twitch, either
mm-hmm,
one just got Twitch or they're only on Twitch, they don't use Discord. So imagine Discord as a brand new social media. Like
mm-hmm.
they're losing their thing, they're seeing mad channels, mad this. If it's too confusing, they're just not gonna want to use it at all. If
Right.
it's non-appealing, they're not gonna want to use it because why are they gonna put energy into it if you're not putting energy back?
Mm,
So it's a mix. You kind of just don't force it down people's throats, and just make it look kind of nice.
right. So you recently started doing IRL streaming. What made you want to branch out into doing that side of content?
IRL streams. I mean, I live in New York, and I feel like in New York there's so much that you can do. So why not take something that I've been doing in my bedroom and just take it to the big city where they say that big dreams can come true. Whatever they be saying, take it and just have fun. Now I know IRL streaming people been IRL streaming or
Hi,
whatever.
Chrissy. I'm sorry. Hi, Chrissy.
They're good. Every single time I IRL stream, it's like we have a main goal. And on the way to that main goal, which is over here, we run into side quest A, side quest B, side quest C, side quest D, and it's just like a whole thing that just happens. It always occurs. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the IRL air. People just stare at you mad weird when you have a camera. Some people start clip farming. Some people start doing. You feel me? When you're in the camera in public, you kind of have a certain leeway, but you also don't.
Hmm.
And over time, I've been able to get over that leeway. It helps because the people every time I do IRL, I'm never doing it solo. I'm doing it with people who are also IRLing. So it's
Hmm.
like you're not doing it solo, you're doing it in a group. So it kind of makes it 10 times easier to do it.
So, how does the energy of an IRL stream feel compared to being at your setup on Twitch?
When I'm at my setup, it's more comforting, and I wouldn't say more entertaining, but I can control it a little bit more. The
Mm,
thing with IRL is that not only does it involve me, but it involves my surroundings. For example, I can be at a store. The store has loud music. Now my stream can't hear me. Or I
right.
walk into a certain part of downtown, the stream cuts off. Now I'm having problem. I know I'm not gonna have a internet problem here because my internet is fantastic at home. It
Yeah.
just depends on having the plan too, because sometimes not having a plan. I've had IRL streams where I haven't had a plan and have come across a plan just midway through the stream. Not having a plan, I would say Loki sets you up for a tiny bit of failure because now you just don't have nothing to do.
Right.
It just depends on the preparation you do going into the IRL.
Yeah. So you were mentioning challenges. Are there any challenges you didn't expect when you first started IRL streaming, like tech issues, being in public, or balancing entertainment with just being present? Like,
I think it's just a problem that happens with whatever Prism app that I stream with. Sometimes my microphone doesn't connect. It's very weird.
yeah.
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. There's been times where I'm talking into the mic and it's not registering, and I realize midway through the stream, oh, the shit is going through the phone and not the mic, and it just gets me tight.
Mm-hmm.
There's been like one or two incidents actually when I've been IRL streaming where I go to point the camera to me and then somebody else goes, "Yo, I don't want to be on your video, this and that." And it's like, gang, I'm not recording you. I don't know you and nobody wants to get to know you. You feel me? Or some like random because it's different. You'll get a mix of reactions when you're IRL. You'll get the person in the back who's like, "Yo, I'm on camera, yo." You'll get the person who's like, "Yo, shout out to this, da, 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 da." Or you get the other person who's like, "Oh, these kids probably not even famous or nothing like that." It's kind of weird sometimes when you think about it, the way it works. I don't know. It's just because here you're just streaming in your room.
Right.
I'm talking to this one camera. Everybody who like is talking to me is on my screen, but I'm not seeing them in person. I'm
Mm,
seeing other people.
yeah. It could be a distraction, like a big distraction.
It could be, yeah, yeah, yeah. It depends. It depends on where I'm at. Cause if it looks like people are being mass civilized, I don't want to be like screaming at the top of my lungs and stuff. Even though there's
yeah.
been times that I've done it to clip farm, but like sometimes it's like I scream mad loud, everybody's like mad elegant, and everybody's looking at me, and I'm like, oh, what have I just done?
Like I'm the only ratchet one in here.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody's looking at me like I'm a dickhead.
Yeah. So, what's been your most memorable moment from an IRL stream?
The most memorable moment from an IRL stream.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. There was one day where we were walking and we ran into Shello. I don't know if you know who that is. He's
Mm-mm.
another streamer. He went to Streamer University. Most people know him as the guy that Agent crashed out on and body slammed because he stole his stuff in Streamer University. But yeah, that's who we ran into.
Okay.
Um, Another moment while I was streaming, we watched like 20 people get scammed out of $20. Holy
Wow.
scam. I'm not gonna lie. That might be the method.
Not the method.
That might be the method.
No.
Um anything else like the Jay Guapo event. Holy, oh
Oh
my
yeah, you did
god.
go to the Jake Wapo event.
I went to the Jay Guapo event and the police shut it down. There was 1,000 other people and it was just bonkers. That was a bonkers day. I ended up meeting Hoopify and Jay Guapo's entire friend group.
That's
Ended up getting
fire.
pictures with all of them.
That's fire. Do you think your IRL streaming shows your community a different side of Derek than they normally see in just chatting stream?
Nah, I feel like it still shows me, but it just shows me being me in front of other people and just shows how different I am compared to like a regular person who's just living their life.
I feel like they would see more of you in a IRL stream because I feel like you're more like out in the open. Is more possibility of you doing something crazy. seeing someone that they're not expecting to for you to bump into, or crazy shit happens in New York. You never know. It could just happen out of
Oh,
nowhere.
nah, I'm knowing. I'm already knowing. I mean,
Yeah.
I try with my IRLs to like be, cause sometimes I don't want to do nothing, cause like it's like damn, there's so many people here, but
Mhm.
sometimes I gotta do it. I do it because like I want to be entertaining, so I just don't care about the other people who's looking at me. It just depends on the vibes.
The guy that opened up the watermelon with his hands during Mafia. Oh, okay. That's the guy he's talking about. Got you. um, so if you could take your community anywhere with you, IRL, where would it be and why?
If I can take my community, so like I could take everybody in chat right now.
Well,
I
no, like if you did an IRL stream and you could take
uh
them with you anywhere, like on camera, like obviously they'll be watching you on stream. But if they can go with you anywhere in the IRL stream, where would you take them and
I'm
why?
taking them to O Block.
Where?
I'm taking them to O Block.
Where? What is that? Like
I'm
what?
taking them to 63rd. I'm taking them to O Block. We going to Chicago. We gonna find where Vaughn was residing at. For a stream, we going to
Okay.
King Von's hood.
Out of
Four
all the
lifers
places,
versus O Block. Yes.
out of all places in the world that they could go, you're gonna take them to Oblak.
I'm t- we're all going to O Block together. Four lifers gonna pop out. It's
Are
gonna
you
be four life
considering
block.
getting bodyguards at that point?
Everybody in the chest bodyguard. I don't need no bodyguards.
Huh?
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
all in
yeah.
the
Right.
comfort of their own homes watching you while you're in a block that you've never been or
Now I'm gonna
came
be there
from.
via satellite. I'm mad pussy. Like I'm there via satellite. Like I'm just talking hot, but I just want to let y'all know like I'm not about that life. Like I'm a civilian. I don't do none of that.
Yo,
Yeah, I'm going via satellite.
that's crazy. Mm-mm. All right, so something that stands out about you is how much you value your community. And I want to explore how you build that connection with your viewers and why it's such a big part of your content. How do you keep viewer interaction at the heart of your content?
I build my segments around them actually. Like
You did mention that earlier.
I my segments, and this is why I don't do gaming segments actually.
Yeah, let's get into that because you really don't play much games on your streams. So explain why.
So, which is crazy because I play a lot of games off the stream, but on stream I don't play a lick of games, and
Yes, you
that's
have.
because I don't play games because if it's not if it's not an informational gameplay, people who watch people play games either watch because A, they're learning something, or B, they're watching someone who's extremely funny while playing the game, aka like a Jinxie, or third, the person is the best player, top 10 in the game, like a
Mm,
ninja or something like that. Those are the only three reasons. And to even be as good, I gotta play that game 24/7, which is not happening. Sometimes I'm competitive, so I want to win. I can't be entertaining playing a game if I'm focused on winning. It's either
mm-hmm.
either I'm just straight ass or I'm trying to win.
But don't you think like at some point your chat wants to like watch you play a game, like maybe a game of Fortnite multiplayer in Warzone at least once? Like like
So
or
actually, yes. So this is actually something that we done recently. I've asked people, what games on Xbox Game Pass would you want to see me play?
Mhm.
We did Cooking Simulator where I basically had to cook. There's a game called Bergie's Cozy Kitchen where I haven't done this on stream in a very long time. Like it's probably been since like day 30 since I've done it. But
Mhm.
I open up the game and my chat can request food for me to make. And in the game, like they type a command in the Twitch chat and I get their
Mm.
order in the game. And then I have to make their food in the game.
Mm.
Um Other games like story, like if it's a story mode game where it's like very like short, I would play a game like that. For example, Doki Doki Literature Club, it's a visual novel, it's only like 2 3 hours long. I would play that on stream. But like in terms of a Call of Duty, a Warzone, even 2K, which is something I've been playing a lot of recently,
Mm-hmm.
My chat hates 2K, so I wouldn't stream 2K at
Mm.
all.
Okay. So, can you share a moment with your community that had a big impact on you?
A moment that had a
Mm-hmm.
big impact on me. Um, I think the raid was one of them, but besides the raid, I think I don't remember when, but there was a time where like everybody like who was a part of the community was in the chat at once. And it kind of put into perspective that over time we've accumulated so many people and like connected with so many people at once that sure there might be three people in my chat, but one day there could be three people, the next day there could be three people, but those are three other people. The next day there could be two people, but those are two other people from the other six that were there the day before. And then one day they all join, and that's eight people, eight different people.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like like it kind of makes you happy. Like, damn, I built this slowly over time.
One second. Oh, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Hi Sissy. Hello, my love. So, now we see the funny Derek all the time when you're live, but I want to peel back a little bit and I want to see who you are when the cameras are off because I feel like you can be yourself when you're on stream, but then there's the days where you're just like, I don't feel like myself. So, what's something your community might be surprised to learn about you? And how do you balance your on screen persona with your personal life?
Something that they don't know about me. That's it's kind of hard because I feel like I literally tell these guys everything about me
Mm-hmm.
cuz it's like having a close friend. And it's easier to tell everybody about my stuff cuz they'll tell me about their stuff. And it is very easy. Something they don't know about me, shit. I guess they know about it, but they don't know how deep it gets. I'm a hater. Now I hate everything. Now I know it sounds weird, but I really am a real life hater. I hate everything.
What do you mean by that? Please elaborate.
So like, for example, I can like something, but I can hate it. Now look, the best example I can say is a team on my shirt right now, the New York Yankees. I love this team, but goddamn, do I hate them? They dead ass suck.
Why do you hate them? Oh my god, no.
No, no,
No,
they
no,
suck.
no. You can't say something like that if
Honestly,
you're a
okay, no,
fan
no, no,
of the
no, no, no,
Yankees.
no. Something
That's
that actually
crazy.
like they don't know off screen is that sometimes they try to be funny. Sometimes it gets me mad. No, real life. Sometimes it gets me mad. They try to be funny way too much.
Anita Max win.
Some people are comedians. I
Thank
understand.
you
We
for the
got
Anita
some
Max
comedians in the
follow.
chat.
win.
What's good, Ashtray? How you feeling? We got some comedians in the chat, but there's some people that weren't made to be comedians, gang. Now, there's a certain image. There's a Sabao image of me going around, and it gets me real life tight whenever I
Can
see that
you
image.
elaborate for the chat that doesn't know what that is? Can you explain
All
what
right.
that term is? And like,
Sabao is an acronym. It means shut your bitch ass up. And usually they use a picture of a guy and then they put Sabao. They use laser dim and then they put Sabao with a heartbreak next to him. Now, what they've done
oh,
is they've taken a picture of my face, put it on there, and then put a shadow of a dick over my face. And then puts about. If you would want me to send you the image, I could, but it's a bonkers one. Oh, the worst part, the image that they used of me, my eyes were crossed because I was showing everybody that if I close one eye and open it, my eyes cross like a superpower. So I'm not even joking. Should I send you this image?
send me the image. Let me see what
Uh,
this is really
I'm gonna
looking like.
send. There's somebody. It gets put in here so
I
many
really
times
like
that
your
honestly it
Kendrick
might be
Lamar
in
shirt.
here.
Thank you. Thank you,
Okay.
Ash.
Copy image. All right. I have on Discord, right? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
this is the wrong
Anita Max
Gabby.
win.
There you go.
Yo,
All right.
Salem, thank you for the follow. I
Anita
really appreciate
McSween.
you.
I
Thank you
have
for the
sent you the
follow.
image. That godforsaken image. I wonder who does that. OMG. I love this about image. Yo, stop playing with me, Salem. That
Okay. So let's break this down. Let me see what this picture looks like. Child, we're gonna see what this image looks like. We have to. We have to. Oh my goodness. Oh, all right. It's
have you
gonna be on the screen for everyone to see. Can you guys see this? This is the image that he is talking about, child.
I don't know who created that image.
Okay. Well, there's that. Um
Yeah, sometimes my
so how do
chat
you
likes
feel
making
about
jokes and they're
that?
not funny.
So is it a new emo? Is it like going viral? Like
Um Nah, it's kinda like a cursed image. Like, I get edits of me made and stuff, some like, they be really hard. Sometimes they throw me off. Like, I got put in a Chopped House edit, like, hello? Like, y'all couldn't put me in some, like, fire edit, y'all decided to put me in a Chop House edit. I'm telling you, sometimes everybody in the chat thinks they're comedians. Comedy's not for everybody. It's
I
not.
love your chat, to be honest with you. It's hilarious. I love that.
Uh Yeah. Honestly, nah, it's pretty funny. I only get tight when they say like quit streaming and stuff like that. Cause like it irks my soul. Like real life, it irks my soul. Or whenever they sell I'll stream like they didn't have the time of their life. Yo, it really irks my soul.
They're just trolling you at that point. I think they're just trolling you. They know it gets to you, so they're just like, yeah, we're gonna get him pissed off.
No, I
It
know.
lightens their day to piss you off.
And it's rage bait. The problem is
Yes, exactly.
it's rage bait that's working. And the thing about rage bait is, right? Rage bait starts where you rage bait somebody small. Small little rage bait,
Mm-hmm.
you see them get a tiny bit of angry, and it's like a
Mm-hmm.
seal. Like rage bait doesn't work at all, but the second that seal is broken and rage bait works, everything gets you tight. The smallest inconveniences get you mad after you get rage
But
baited.
for some reason, they get off on that. Like chat gets off on that when they can get to you and they piss you off. It's like they accomplished every goal they had in life once it happens.
Yeah,
It's the
I
weirdest
mean,
thing. They like being cursed at.
look, Salem is such a great comedian. She said, "I get so excited when I see you streaming, I have to bust one out before I join." That's a real chat, by the way. That's a real chat. I got some comedians in here.
Okay. Okay. So let's talk about collaboration. Collaboration is such a big part of streaming culture, and I'd love to hear your experience with collabs and who'd you love to work with in the future. Are we delayed a little bit, chat? I feel like we're delayed a little bit. But first, what makes a collab feel successful to you?
A collab, what makes a collab feel successful? If I think if the idea that two or more content creators do go through and the chat, not only the chat, but the content creators have fun, it's successful. For example, the IRL that I did with Dap Pern, that was successful. Not only was that our first time meeting, but everybody bonded so well and the chats were so engaged that it was fun throughout the entire time. Um,
Mm,
I feel like that's what makes a collab successful. If both people have fun, if the
yeah,
chat has fun, then it worked out literally how it planned.
right. Who's on your dream list of people you'd love to collab with in the future?
Dream list of people I would like to collab in the future. I've never really thought about this. Like, if I sat down and think about it, if I really wanted to collab with somebody, I would say two people actually. FaZe
Okay.
Lacey,
Lacey. Okay.
FaZe Lacey. I think he's probably top two FaZe members. Actually, No, I think he is the best phase member as of right now.
Hmm.
And Plague
No
Boy
glaze.
Max.
No glaze. No glaze. Right?
Nah, I'm full glazing.
Oh, you're
Nah, I'm
full
full glazing.
glazing? Oh,
Nah,
okay.
nah, I'm full glazing. I'm full
Oh,
glazing.
oh, yeah. Okay.
A Sound of Salem would be nice to collaborate with. Slow.
So you've got TwitchCon coming up. I know you've been thinking ahead about your journey as a creator. What are you looking forward to about that experience?
Just so much things I'm looking forward to at TwitchCon. It will be the first time that I not only some people travel. I've never traveled before. It's the first time I traveled. So it's the first
Mm,
time I'm going anywhere outside of New York. So I'm going over there, San Diego. I've been planning things to do at the event for about 2 to 3 months now. And even as time goes on, I'm still coming up with new ideas to make it successful. There's gonna be so many people at that Airbnb that are also content creators that I have so many segments to do, not only at the TwitchCon event at the venue, but at the Airbnb.
mm,
Not only that, but the ideas that we're doing are unique and we're gonna try to make them as entertaining as possible. I kind of already announced a few ideas to the chat, which is day one, the day that we land, we're doing a 24-hour stream.
mm-hmm.
That's we're gonna be sleeping outside. We're gonna be doing all that. Um, and then I haven't announced any other segments. I told them about the shirts. I haven't announced anything else that I'm doing because I want to keep it a surprise for TwitchCon.
Right, right. Um, so let's talk about where you're headed and what you see for yourself in the next few years. Let's say 2 to 3 years from now. What's your vision for your internet presence? And do you see yourself full time streaming, branching into other platforms, or something new?
Right now I'm trying to branch on into YouTube.
Hmm.
It's challenging because good YouTube videos take long to edit and post. And there's so many videos that I want to do, but I want to make it engaging so that you're locked in for the entirety of the video. I'm getting better at my TikTok clips, kind of just moving on over to every platform that's like big and meaty that I can, grow my viewers in 3 years, um, 100K, 100K on at least Twitch.
You heard it here first, chat. 100K in 3 years. Let's make that
Now,
happen.
that sounds low key kind of crazy,
It
right?
does sound crazy, but we're shooting for the stars, right?
But I've only been streaming for 2.5 months, and I'm about to hit 300 followers. I'm at
Mm,
290. I'm like 294 right now. I think by if I push hard and I upload YouTube videos steady, because I've been saying I'm gonna upload YouTube videos, but I haven't uploaded them. If I upload clips every day, which I don't upload clips every day, I upload clips like twice, 3 times a week, but they're good clips. If I upload more clips, if I post more YouTube videos, I think I would hit 500 by the end of this year.
mm. Real quick, because I have a few questions I want to ask you right now. But before we get into that, do you have a team that helps you behind your content sharing, your online presence, or is it just you, me?
Mm, a lot of the times are me, but I would ask for feedback. So I would come up with an idea, and then I would text Drive Up, I'll text him like, yo, what do you think of this? Yo, how can I make this better? Whenever I'm especially with TikTok clips, I think my last like 10 TikToks, like at least like 6 or 7 of them. I have texted Dap and been like, yo, give me feedback. Like, what do you think I should change? And he'll help me. And those
Mm,
clips have gone on to be successful, like over
right.
500 views. Literally, one of them got over 10K, which is my first ever TikTok ever doing above 10K.
Congrats. Nice.
Clip Farming Make podcast. Yeah.
So outside of well, congratulations first of all on your over 10K. That's amazing. That's big.
Thank you.
Um
Thank you.
what outside of the content creation and all, what are your hobbies or passions that you have? Like, what do you do?
I play a lot of games. I feel like I play
Interesting.
too much games. I feel like I would be able to pump up more stuff if I didn't play enough games. Um, like I just got the Switch 2. I got the Xbox right here, play on my PC, and I just do a bunch of like if I'm not playing games, I watch too much YouTube. Like I don't know, I'm dopamine fried. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm dopamine fried. If I'm not getting constant dopamine, I'm cooked. I need to either
Mm.
watch a YouTube video, I need to be scrolling on TikTok, I need to be scrolling or playing a game. Now you know it gets bad when I'm on YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels. Now if I'm on Instagram Reels, it's because I need maximum dopamine. That's where maximum dopamine really comes in. Instagram Reels.
Would you say that you have TikTok brain?
Yes and no. Yes, actually, more yes than no.
Briefly explain your version of TikTok brain before we move forward. Explain
Um,
TikTok brain in your
you're
opinion.
brain rotted and have a short attention span. I don't have a short attention. I feel like I'm definitely brain rotted. That's for sure. But if you put a 2-hour YouTube video in front of me, I'm watching the whole thing.
Mm.
Now, as of recently, I've been scrolling on. I'm gonna keep it a buck. As of recently, though, I've been scrolling on TikTok, and I've been holding the TikTok, and it puts it in 2 times speed when you hold the TikTok down.
Ah, because you have
So
no patience to wait.
yeah, so I've been holding the screen down and it puts the video in 2 times speed. I will admit I've been doing that as of recently. But now with YouTube videos is different than TikTok, I kind of feel like. Now brain rotting, yeah, I can go down into the lore of like tung 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 sahur, cappuccino, assassino. We could go into like chimpanzini bananini, six
All
seven
these
41.
names
Yeah, no, 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 no.
and the
The,
six
the, the
seven
TikTok brain rot.
stuff and
Yeah, yeah. 6 7.
6 7.
Yeah, nah, nah, nah. Every day my brain gets fried even more. It's kind of
Oh my gosh. So if you could go back and give childhood Derek with a YouTube channel one piece of advice, what would it be?
one piece of advice. I feel like the one piece of it's kind of hard because who knows if I would be in this position if I took any advice. Like would I have gotten fatigued now and burned out and quit if I didn't get burned out a year ago on YouTube?
Mm,
'Cause it kinda now I know what burns me out, I know my triggers. A piece of advice I would say is just learn what makes somebody entertaining, actually. I would say learn what makes somebody entertaining. Because
mm,
before I was relying on giving people information and being less entertaining, now I'm worried more about how I can be more entertaining than just
mhm.
finding a different source to get people to watch me. Because
Right.
once you take away that information factor, oh, I'm only just people are only watching me because I'm teaching them something. What happens when someone comes and they know more than me?
Mm.
You feel me? Yo, Zen, can you ban, please? Thank you. Like expeditiously, like in real life shit, like ban them. Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, my fault. I just had some crazy stuff. Crazy. Like you don't want to know what somebody just said in my chat.
You get the crazy ones for sure.
Nah, nah, nah. Yeah, you know that Kanye West song? That's what they just said in the chat.
What
The
song?
HH.
No, tell me
N-
what
Not World War II, 1945, Germany.
I guess I'm not cultured.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nah, yeah, nah. So it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
um Awkward. Anyway, but what's a funny or unexpected moment from your content that always makes you laugh when you think about it?
Um, there's a lot. There's a lot. Jovic segments. I think it's funny whenever my chat reacts to Jovic segments.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I feel like everybody's always happy. And the second I mention Jovix or he pops up or he calls on Discord, it's like a like a boo, like tomatoes. I think it's funny how everybody moves with. Do not even talk about him. Fuck Joe. I'm telling you. Whenever anything Jovix related comes out, I always think this is hilarious. Um, the dworking segments, nah, there'd be a lot of dworking segments. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, I'm changing that channel point redeem.
You guys
Um,
are very known for dorking.
nah, yeah. I kind of in the small streamer realm, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I kind of put dworking on the map. Um, I did it first. I teached it to Dap, teach it to Zeus, teach it to Sam, and they taught it to everybody else. And now twerking's become a thing.
So let's just say Derek is the creator of dorking on
Oh
stream.
nah, cause I definitely sold that shit on TikTok. Yeah, nah, I sold that shit on TikTok. But I just taught it to everybody else.
Right. So, real quick before we wrap it up, I just want to leave listeners with a little inspiration and give you a chance to share your final message. So, if a kid out there right now is thinking about starting YouTube or Twitch the way you did when you were younger, what's one piece of advice you would give them?
Worry less about the analytics and have more fun. Because if you're having fun, other people are having fun. And those analytics will show if people are having fun if you're having fun.
Hmm, there he is. So, for
I
people
think
who want to support you beyond just watching streams, what's the best way they can show up for you?
I would say Twitch, and TikTok. Anywhere, honestly. I would say Twitch because I always go on, I'm always seen the most on Twitch, but anywhere is perfectly fine with me.
Okay. And finally, what's one message you'd like to leave with the unmuted audience before we wrap up?
Um, one piece of advice, I always tell this to everybody. Um, it's better to come in the sink than to sink in the cum. Um, make sure you live day by day. But no, on some real shit. Some piece of advice is if you got haters, you're doing something right. If you got haters, you're doing something right. I've
Amen.
been bought multiple times before, and the fact that people have had to go through their day and like even think about doing that bullshit, you're doing something right.
Well, amen to that. I'm not gonna
Yep.
lie. You said it all. You said it all. But thank you, Derek, so much for being my first guest and for letting us see the person behind the funny streamer we all know. And I think our listeners will walk away with a deeper understanding of who you are and the heart you put into your community. If you want to keep up with Derek, make sure you follow him on Twitch at Dalifeofderek and all of his socials. I'll have them linked in the description and also pinned comment if you guys want to follow him. Go follow. And for everyone tuning in, thank you so much for supporting the very first guest of episode 2 with Unmuted with GabbyMilian. I hope this resonated with you. If you're watching and you're like, damn, most of these questions that I had were answered by Derek. Don't forget to comment, show some love. Tell Derek how much he inspired you. And don't forget to follow the podcast on Instagram at Unmute with Gabby and catch us live on Twitch at GabbyMilian for future episodes. We've got plenty of more creators, stories, and real conversations coming your way. So until next time, this is Gabby and Derek, and we're reminding you that your voice is too heard. So I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Thank you guys for watching. Derek, thank you so much for being here with me
Thank you for
on
having
this
me on
day. And
as the
yeah,
first guest.
W first guest chat. W first guest.